Clarity Nation, what's up? I had some technical difficulties. This is take 2 of this episode of the Sovereign Health Podcast. And this has been I'm all paranoid now because I lost the recording and I don't want to lose it again. Oh, what a day this has been. So anyways, I wanted to ask you, what do you stand for? Who are you? What man or woman are you? You see, and this theme has been coming up a lot over the last couple of weeks. I know, I preach it a lot. What is your mission, vision, values, right? Some of you might be kind of tone deaf to it, but that's okay. Repetition never hurt anybody. But here's the thing, we all know the cliche, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything, right? And it's true. Your stand, your mission, your vision, your values, that's your North Star, your guiding light. That's what keeps you on point. What wolf are you feeding? Courage or fear? Right? Once you're crystal clear on your stand, it becomes very easy to say yes and no to things. Now, mission, vision, values, they may sound similar, but they're not. They have some nuances. And naturally, you should know this stuff like the back of your hand. But, it's always an iterative process. It's sometimes you need to capture what it is that you said. So, what is my mission? My mission is to empower the pioneers and leaders of the new world to live healthier, to live happier, to be more productive, to tap into that 20x potential that lays dormant under their skin that nags them every single day so that they can unlock that 20x performance that they desire out of their life. That is my mission. My mission is, what is my focus right now? What is this one thing, the one big thing that I'm working on right now? That is the mission for this point in my life. Vision is bigger, right? Your vision is bigger than that. Initially, I had stated your health holds your key, your health holds the private keys to your wealth, right? We're taking ownership of our wealth. We're taking our sovereignty by taking care of our health. My new adapted vision is we all know that the world suffers from a lack of leadership at all levels. We have no quality, we have some. We have minimal quality leaders in our world, right? We see that everywhere. Politics, healthcare, financial services. We see it everywhere. We have all of these amazing projects being formed within the blockchain space and new industries. And as much as they want to break away from bank, church, and state, without true leaders, without quality leaders pioneering these new economies, we're going to run into the exact same problems that we have in our current societies. Right? So my vision is to prevent that from happening. My vision is to create world-centric leaders. People who put people before profits. Right? We lift each other up because a rising tide raises all ships. Values. It's no secret that I value my sovereignty, my individuality. I love building communities. Community is big, passion, health fulfillment, affirmative action. Right? Relentless training to meet life's demands heads on. You don't wait for the challenge to come to you and tear you down. You meet the challenge before the challenge meets you. That's how you win the day. That's how you become better than you were yesterday. We can't always control the challenges that life gives us and puts in front of us, but we can control our challenges, and through our training, we can give ourselves the mental toughness. We can train the resiliency. We can train the grit, the discipline, the determination to to stay consistent and smash down those targets, right? You see the difference between mission, vision, values? Mission is this one thing that you're focused on right now. Vision is that higher overarching thing that you want to achieve. Mission is like the pieces of that puzzle as you grow and expand. Your values are who you are. So what is your stand? What is your ethos? Right? Well, that is created through your personal mission, vision, and values, or your corporate mission, vision, and values. Right? Your ethos, your stand, it could take a number of forms. It can be I am statements. It can be value statements. It can be a poem. Right? There's no limits on how you create it. But what you're creating is your North Star. You're creating your guiding light. I've been running this into this with different organizations that I'm a part of and different executive coaching clients where they have, maybe their top producer is toxic. And they don't want that in their culture. They don't want that in their environment, but they're scared to let go of the revenue that brings in. Or they have a client that isn't aligned with their values or treats their staff like shit, and they want to let them go, but they don't want to take that hit to the bottom line. But here's the thing. When one door closes, another one opens. If people aren't aligned with your mission, vision, values, if they're not taking similar stands to you, they're dead weight. They're going to anchor you down. You can only drag an anchor with you for so long before it stops you dead in your tracks. What do you stand for? It takes work. It's not easy. It is a relatively simple process, but it's not easy. You need to know yourself. You need to learn yourself. One common mistake that I see when people are putting this together is they plan for the man or woman that they want to become. And they neglect to think about where they are. Right? Putting integrity down on your value statement when you're doing things behind closed doors that you wouldn't do in the light. That's a lack of integrity. I've talked about this a ton before, and this is one strategy on how to build this. You take your inventory of where you are right now. You take your inventory of the person, the man or woman that you want to become. You have that integrity gap and you start building. Those qualities that you want to embody to help you become the most elite version of yourself. Once you've pretty much nailed those qualities down, you have the right to put them into your official messaging, into your official documentation, to codify it. But it needs to be codified into your being. You're not walking around and saying to the world, hey, this is what I'm building. This is who I'm becoming. This is who I'm creating myself to be. You're saying, this is where I am, this is where I'm going, and this is what I need to get there. You see the difference in impact and meaning that brings? To develop that self-awareness, you're going to fail, you're going to fall, and you're going to get back up. And then you're going to fail and fall and get back up. And then fail and fall and get back up. Fail and fall and get back up. Fail and fall and get back up. But each time you have the discipline to get back up and get back on that horse, you're going to get that 1% better every single day. Right? Because that's all we're trying to accomplish. We're not trying to build all of these big things overnight. All we want to do is get 1% better and stronger in every single way, every single day. In order to do that, fail forward fast. You fall, you fail, you get back up. You fail, you fall, you get back up. That 1% a day over the course of a year compounding, that's exponential growth. It doesn't take that long to get where you want to be. And we talked about this last week. You want to hit those singles. Just focus on getting on base. That's that 1%. You get on base, you get to the next one, you get to the next one. You're getting people home. You don't square up and swing for the fences in the Grand Slams every single time. You're going to miss a lot more shots than you make. You're going to be wallowing in self-pity and self-defeat, and you're going to give up. You're going to quit. Focus on singles. You're getting those wins every single day. Right? And when people or environments or potential partnerships come into your life, you know who you are. You know what you stand for. You just look to your guiding light. Is there alignment? Yes or no? No, they got to go. You can't always make it work. When you're in an environment that is not aligned with your values, that does not take the same stand as you, you're going to feel it through your being. I know I do. Depending on the severity, depends on how it manifests, right? It's not like a gut rot from having like binging on junk food from all day, but I get like a hollow, empty, squishing feeling in my stomach. It is not pleasant. If the lack of alignment is severe enough, I feel hollow and empty through my whole body, and the air around me feels hollow and empty, and I might even start getting the shakes. I can literally feel that lack of alignment in my body, right? And there's different things like inclusion is a good one. Maybe that's your stand, but inclusion covers a lot of things, right? I was having this talk somewhere else about gender neutrality. I don't stand for that. Your biology is your biology. You're a man or you're a woman. That's it. The end. I respect your decision. I respect your right to be who you want to be, but I can't coach your stories. I can't coach that bullshit. I can't help you. That's not my world. That's not my stand. It's not a hill that I'm willing to die on, because I have not seen it promote inclusivity. I've seen it create alienation and divide and hatred, and you're just welcoming cancel culture into your community. Right? Most people that I've met that subscribe to that, they've got severe mental health issues and they're not even functioning members of society. I feel bad for them. I absolutely do. That says more about our culture and how fucked up we allow our people to be and how fucked up we're becoming. It's not a stand I'm willing to make. It's not a hill I'm willing to die on. While I respect your decisions, you're welcome to go do you. You're welcome to go be you. But that's an anchor in my life preventing me from getting where I want to be. It's that simple. It sucks. It's hard. Sometimes you got to let go of people that you really like or people that add a lot of value into your life. But trust me, you close that door, the next one's going to open. And then when the next one opens, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. It's going to be such a huge opportunity. It'll give you more than you lost. Because what happens when people enter your business or enter your life? You're guilty by association. Proxy matters, right? You're letting these people into your life that are not aligned with who you are and who you want to be. People pick up on that. While you're trying to present this image, but you're hanging out with these people, sorry. I saw that with one of my mentors a couple of years back in one of the executive masterminds I'm a part of. Right? One of his lifelong buddies avoided doing business with him because he just had the wrong people in his circle. The wrong clients, the wrong people. He's like, I don't want to be a part of this. I love you, man. But you do you and you stay over there. And when this one mentor decided to rebrand and find that alignment and actually match his actions to his values and embody the most elite version of himself, this friend that was sitting on the sidelines was like, okay, now we can do business and here's all the things that I'm going to do to help you grow. It happens all the time. There's always people on the sidelines. that are just waiting for you to make that pivot, waiting for you to make that shift, waiting for you to find that alignment with your North Star. Because they see who you are from the outside. They see the integrity gaps. But guess what? We cannot read the label when we're inside the bottle. So sometimes we need somebody to take a mirror out and hold that mirror up to our faces. Right? It's part of being human. It's part of life. It's part of growing up. It's part of getting old. The more crystal clear you are on the man or woman that you're creating yourself to be, the more you iterate your mission, vision, values, the more you define your stand, the more alignment that you're going to find in life, the less friction you're going to find in life, the less contention you're going to find in life. You'll find life is a lot more friendly and welcoming you with open arms. That doesn't mean that we got to go out and act out in hatred or rage or any of these negative emotions towards the people who don't align with our values. Absolutely not. That is never the answer. But we can respect it. I respect your choice. I may not agree with it, but I respect it. We can be civil. But you're probably not somebody I'm going to have around in my life. You're probably not a partnership I'm going to have with my business, right? Because I have my values that I need to uphold. When things come up and people are inviting you to do stuff, a good example is, I'll carry on with that example. Like, for a big portion of my life, I was a chronic. I was puffing every day, all day, and chances are I had a coffee mug full of liquor with me too. Outside of all the pills and shit that I was popping and snorting, right? I talked about that in the first episode. But everybody knows stoners. Stoners, this man and dude is part of our vocabulary. We have no discretion. Everybody's man and dude. What's up, man? Thanks, dude. Hey, dude. Hey, man. Right? It's just what we do to sort of throw me in an environment where I got to uproot my very being just to give somebody the safe fucking space. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I respect your choices. You respect mine, but don't mandate me to change my being just to accommodate you, because it's not going to happen. Right? Same shit. Different pile. Take your stand. Find your guiding light. Create that alignment. Create that clarity in your life that you crave. We're not here to find ourselves. We are here to create ourselves. What man or woman do you want to be? Who do you want to become? What is your essence? What is your being? Right? How are you being and showing up in the world? What are you standing for? Back to that alcohol one. Because I forgot what I was going to say and I bounced around a little bit. But, like, absolutely. There are some days where I get up and it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and sometimes I'm always up at like 5, 6 in the morning anyways. But some Fridays, lunchtime hits and I just want to have a beer and have a puff and check out for the whole day. I don't. I know how rambunctious I can get when I drink. And I know that if I have a puff, I am going to be antisocial and I'm just going to want to spend time with myself in a state of self-reflection. Right? I value my health. My health comes first. Day drinking, being a chronic, as much as I used to enjoy that stuff in my younger days, I value my health. I don't want to put myself back in that situation where my liver and my kidneys are failing again. So I don't do it. I have friends that call me up still. Hey man, we're gonna go grab some lunchtime beers and whatever, you want to come? No. Do you? Do you over there? I might come and hang out just to be social. I'll be that guy sipping the water. Maybe I'll have a guilty pleasure and ask for a Pepsi instead of a water. Yeah, how about that? But I'm only 120 pounds. I can have 1 or 2 beer and wake up the next morning with a hangover. If I've got to teach class, I can't be having that. I just can't be doing it. It's not aligned. So that stuff comes up. As tempting as it is, as much as I want to go out and have fun, nah, sorry. I got my priorities. I got my North Star. If that's not aligning, I'm not going to do it. Develop that self-awareness. Get to know yourself. Ask yourself, what do I stand for? Start defining it. Go through the Sovereign Academy and start learning the different processes and taking the tools that work for you and using them. Talk to me about one-on-one coaching. Talk to somebody else. Fuck, you don't even need to talk to me. Talk to somebody else. There's lots of people out there that do what I do. You can find somebody that's more your jam, because guess what? I don't want to be everybody's shot of tequila. I don't. I spent a lot of years, I spent a lot of years struggling with the savior complex, with the hero complex, thinking that I had to be everything to everyone, lifting people up all the time. It took me a lot of years and a lot of mental reprogramming to take my stand and break those habits. That text message is still going to be there tomorrow. That email is still going to be there tomorrow. You're on vacation. Guess what? That voicemail will still be there next week. You are your priority, not the other people in your other people's priorities are not your priority. Like, that's it. The end. And when you have your stand, you know what those priorities are. That's really all I got for you guys today. Man, I really wish the first one didn't delete itself or whatever. I don't even know what happened. Because it was fire and I had some good points that I forgot because I had another call that I had to attend before I could re-record. But I guarantee you that somebody you know needs to hear this. So smash that like button, send it over, let them give it a view. Hopefully it helps them find their clarity. Like I said, personally, professionally, it applies equally both areas. Just the different metrics that you're using might be a little bit different, and that's okay. Not everybody wants to be their business like us health coaches and mindset coaches. You know what I mean? It's not always appropriate. But when it is, it is. So smash that like button. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it. I would love your feedback. If there's anything that you want me to talk about on a future podcast, or you want to talk about coaching, whatever, drop a comment down below. Hit me up with a message. I am not hard to find. I just might be hard to find on my computer. But hours of operation, I'm generally in and out of my computer all day. So have a wonderful day, guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Cheers.